50 Movies in 50 Weeks. I'm your host, Joey Hollywood, and I'm trying to get through all 50 movies in this 50 movie backpack from Mill Creek in 50 weeks. The movie I watched today was called The Indestructible Man from the year 1956. So, going into this one, I was kind of excited. I saw it had Lon Chaney Jr. We just watched Lon Chaney Sr. last week. But I was excited going into this one because I like Lon Chaney Jr. I don't think he's a very good actor, but I always appreciate seeing him in movies. I just love that this man was a star. You know, he's not particularly attractive. He's not particularly a great actor or anything, but he is iconic. His performance is iconic. You know, he always sounds like he has a mouthful of marbles, and I wouldn't change that for the world. I genuinely like his very mumbly performance. So I was excited to see him in this, and I didn't really quite know what to expect. But what I got was not even in my wildest dreams would I have suspected that this movie was going to be this way. He just bit my face. So, I'm sorry if I'm not making any sense. It's because this little thing is just being a terror. So I'm trying to get words out. I'm trying to explain myself. But it's kind of difficult when there's something walking all over you. This is the only way I can record this video. But we're thinking about naming him Mark Anthony, by the way, which I think is a really funny name for a cat. But anyways, where was I? Oh, okay. Now that he's gone, maybe I can form a coherent thought. Yeah, I thought this was going to be kind of like a mad monster movie. Like Lon Chaney Jr. was going to be running through the streets, being like bulletproof and like attacking people, and it's not really like that at all. It feels much more like a very bad noir film from the time. Constant narration throughout, incessant, just the whole movie is just narrated. In some ways, you think it's maybe like The Creeping Terror, where they just didn't have audio, and their workaround was to just have someone constantly narrating. It's not like that at all. They have decent audio for like most of the movie, but they'll have a character explain something, and then the narrator will go in and explain it. And it doesn't take full advantage of the premise of Lon Chaney Jr. being an indestructible man. You only really see it in, like, he bends like some steel bars or something. Someone tries to inject him with something, he breaks the needle, and it's only in the very last like 10 or so minutes where he's being like electrocuted and bombs are being I think they shoot a bazooka at him at one point, which is probably the funniest part of the movie. But the rest of the movie is just like a private dick going around, or maybe he's a cop, I can't remember, going around interviewing people, falling in love with someone who's too closely connected to the case, and it has to do with like mobsters and stuff. It really felt like it was going to be like that movie Shocker, the Wes Craven movie Shocker, but instead of like having electric powers, he was just going to be like indestructible, and that seems like a pretty interesting premise, but it never really lives up to that. The movie ends very, very quickly, and while I didn't hate this experience, this would be one of the ones I would maybe suggest skipping, not because it's particularly awful or anything, but it's just not the most entertaining movie on the box set. And he goes right to biting me. I thought he wanted up, but he just goes right to biting me. It's okay. He soft bites. But yeah, that's I think that's about it for now. So I apologize that most of this video is just me being attacked by this little guy, and I'll see you next week. Remember, please be kind and rewind.